Hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having an awesome day. And before we get started, yes, I'm still absolutely miserable with this haircut. But it is what it is. It was a good video idea. Whatever. Sorry I look like this. It's going to take some getting used to. But today I wanted to do an updated tattoo tag. This is something I get requested for a lot on Instagram when I get a new tattoo and I post on my Instagram story. A lot of you guys are like, update your tag, because it's been a while. I think I've gotten like 6 tattoos since my last tag, maybe. And today we're going to update it. A lot of my tattoos are very kind of close together, so you're probably going to see them as I'm talking about them, but I'm going to try to go in order. We're going to talk about every single tattoo, why I have it, and all that good jazz. We'll talk about pain and price if I can remember, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, before we get started, just a disclaimer since everyone else does this disclaimer. If you don't like tattoos, it's kind of weird that you clicked on this video. So if you don't like them, I don't want to hear about it. It's fine, like it doesn't hurt anybody else, it's on me. And I think it's cool and I think it's art and I love the way it looks. So let's go ahead and get started with my first tattoo, which was a little dinky little thing. I was really scared about getting my first tattoo. I was like, how bad is it gonna hurt? Because you never know. So I just got this little semicolon. The semicolon project is a huge thing. I'm just gonna simplify it by saying it's like a depression or suicide awareness tattoo. It's when the author could have chose to end a story, they use a semicolon instead. Instead of ending the story, they kept going. So I have a semicolon tattoo on my wrist. It is finally in there. I've had this, sorry about my nails. It's been redone 4 times. I've gotten this redone 4 times. It finally stuck this last time I got it. It is just a little tiny baby tattoo. It's not perfect, but I got it in someone's house. Do not recommend, but I was scared to go to a shop and like get a real tattoo and like not know if I was gonna like wuss out. But turns out I have a really great pain tolerance, so first tattoo, it was a terrible idea. Don't get a tattoo in someone's house. I also didn't know you couldn't get it wet, so like fell out the first time and then the second time, and it now stayed in there. So that's my first tattoo. No big deal, no one ever notices it. My next tattoo was on my back. I got these all separately, but they're all kind of like one piece, so they're on my back, so I'll show you. The only one I can't like get up and show you is on my ribcage, but I'll insert a picture of it. But this is my next ones. Ooh. Wait, how do I do this? So these are my signatures on my back. So we have 4 signatures. We have Marilyn Monroe, Humphrey Bogart, Clark Gable, and Marlon Brando. There has to be an easier way to show this off. Yeah, they're just old Hollywood signatures. So, Marilyn Monroe, obviously very famous. Humphrey Bogart, also an amazing actor. I love him very much. Clark Gable, classic old Hollywood gentleman who I adore. And then Marlon Brando, my actual husband. So, I love old Hollywood. I love classic Hollywood. I love the stars. I love the movies. I love the aesthetics. So, since those are like my 4 favorite actors from that time period, I decided to get them commemorated on my back. And it's one of, I mean, it's not like one of my favorite tattoos, but it's one that like I wouldn't change it. I always forget it's back there, but I wouldn't change it. I love all 4 of them very much. It is great. I thought about one point doing like the entire side of my spine, just keep filling it full of signatures. But now it's just kind of like back there. I'm like, oh, okay, it's there. I kind of just forget it's there. But yeah, I got them all 4 separately, and it was great. The first Marilyn Monroe had to be redone twice though, because I got it at like a crap place because the real tattoo place in my town was busy that day and I really wanted a tattoo that day, so I went a place across the street. It fell out, but she got redone. It's fine. The next tattoo I got, I think this is the next one I got. I'm pretty sure, because I didn't want to be like visibly tattooed at first. I didn't know how I was gonna like it, so like the back you can hide the semicolon, no one ever notices. So next thing I got was on my ribs, and the rib tattoo is one of my absolute favorite tattoos. I think it's beautiful. I've had it for 3 or 4 years now and it's still gorgeous to me. Every time I see it, I love it so much, and it was the most painful out of my tattoos. It says "Glory in the Flower" from the poem by William Wordsworth, Splendor in the Grass, which is also a 1961 movie starring Natalie Wood and Warren Beatty. So I absolutely love Splendor in the Grass, the movie. It makes me cry every time. I really resonate with like every single different character in there in different ways, from being the innocent Natalie Wood character to being like the spicy, outgoing one, like the guy's sister. So, Bud's sister. Jenny, that's what her name is. But Splendor in the Grass is also a really beautiful poem, and I really feel that poem, and it really connects with me, and I love the movie, so I got Glory in the Flower from that poem on my ribcage with some flowers and cutesy stuff. I wanted pink in there. So I absolutely love this tattoo. In my last tattoo tag, I forgot to mention what the meaning of the poem was, but it is from Splendor in the Grass. I forgot pain and price. Free, obviously. Pain, 3. Back, it didn't really hurt. It was maybe like a 4 in pain, but it was like, there's so many nerves back there. I kind of feel like I was twitching and I wasn't twitching. So maybe 4. I think it was 50. It was 75 for the top line that fell out, then it was 50, and then 50, and then 50 and 50. So, yeah. I should have got them all done. It would have been a lot cheaper, but 50 is the shop minimum, and I just kept getting them separately. I should have just got them all together. Regardless, I don't know why I paid the guy 75 for it to fall out. Ribcage. Pain. 8. I remember it being really painful. Like, they are asking me how I'm not crying yet. Like, it was painful. I didn't move or budge. I'm not a twitcher. I'm not that kind of person. Like, I'll sit there and just take it. But it hurt really bad because I was sitting there holding my skin, like, pulled my skin and, like, holding my boob up the entire time. So they could really get the lines in there and they wouldn't, like, look weird when my skin, like, released on your ribcage. It's kind of odd there. So it was really painful, and it was only 75 bucks for my ribcage, which is a great deal because she was, like, apprenticing at the time. But she did the rest of my back, and I thought it was confident with her and did a great job. Next up, I got this line on my arm, which, zoom in, is just GPS coordinates and a little heart. So this, funny story before we talk about what it actually means. I was in Publix the other day, and the guy bagging the groceries was like, oh, what's the location on your arm? I was like, oh, it's my forearm. My stupid self didn't think about GPS coordinates on my arm because it's been there for so long. So, I don't know. I felt stupid as crap at the other night at Publix. But the GPS coordinates on my arm are to Westwood Memorial Cemetery, which is where Marilyn Monroe and a lot of other old Hollywood figures are buried, including Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers. But I mostly got it for Marilyn. I had the Marilyn signature, but I feel like that was a little bit basic because a lot of people have the Marilyn signature. So I decided to get her resting place on my arm. This is my first, like, visible tattoo, and I just went for it, and it kind of got in the way when I was doing the rest of my arm because it is such a straight line. But I was really into text at the time, in case you haven't gotten that yet. So, yeah, that was the next tattoo I got. Next up was another text tattoo. Wow, great theming here. And it is right here on my arm, so let me show you. So it says, the fear of falling apart, and with a little heart to match the other heart right here. So the fear of falling apart with some dots, set up the dots to continue the line. The fear of falling apart is from Panic! At the Disco's song, This Is Gospel. This Is Gospel is actually a new song. It just came out like the same week I got this tattoo. I just put Panic! At the Disco on shuffle outside of the tattoo shop. That song came on shuffle. I said okay, and I got a line from that song because I love every Panic! At the Disco song. I was like, I want a line from Panic! At the Disco. Don't know what to do, so I put it on shuffle. This is what I got, and I think it's a really good line that I chose from that song. The next tattoo I got was another Panic! At the Disco tattoo. Oh, okay, so also, do not steal my tattoos if you see them in this video and you like them because they're all, like, on me and I don't want them on anybody else. It's really weird. Even though the weird incident that happened with one of them I'll show you in a minute, but just don't steal tattoos, it's not cool. Especially this next one because I'm really proud of the design I came up with on my own. So the next tattoo I got was another band tattoo. We have a Panic! At the Disco tattoo, and then my next tattoo was also a Panic! At the Disco tattoo because I was going to my third Panic! At the Disco concert, and I wanted another one, but I also wanted to include Fall Out Boy because I also really enjoy Fall Out Boy, and the Mania album had just dropped. So this is what I got on, it's just above this, so it's right above here. This is my Panic! At the Disco logo, but I tucked the top of the logo off, put the Fall Out Boy crown, and I made it purple for Fall Out Boy's Mania album as well. But it's mostly a Panic! At the Disco tattoo. It's what I usually say when someone's like, oh, what is that? I say Panic! At the Disco. But it also incorporated Fall Out Boy in there as well because I love both of them very much. I am definitely like a pop culture like fanatic. If I love a movie, I love a movie. If I love a song, I love a band, I love a band. So a lot of people are always like, oh, I wouldn't get like a pop culture reference tattoo or whatever. Covered in them. Don't care. I love it. Like I have old Hollywood people. I have a Splendor in the Grass tattoo, like band tattoos. It's fine. I love these things. It's great. The next tattoo I got was from my favorite show, and I need with all of my heart need another tattoo for this show. And my favorite show in the world is Breaking Bad. Is that my next one though? No, that wasn't my next one. But okay, we'll go. Yeah. It's not the next one, but we skipped one. It's fine. So we're going to talk about the Breaking Bad one. The Breaking Bad one is in the back of my arm. I really think I should have put it on my shoulder because it's round. But I got a broken plate that says no half measures. If it will focus on my plate. It says no half measures. I also put blue in the background. So I got the no half measures, which is a Mike quote from Breaking Bad. I got the broken plate from season 1, episode 3. And I got the blue for obviously the blue meth in the show. But I didn't want to get like a meth tattoo, you know. But this tattoo is one of my favorites that I never, ever, ever see, and I always forget it's back there. But like when I see it, I'm like, oh, I love Breaking Bad. So I want to get another Breaking Bad tattoo, probably in this area. Even that's gonna hurt real bad. I love Breaking Bad. I'm getting my boyfriend to watch it right now. He works all 3 days at this showing the El Camino movie for Breaking Bad in theaters on October 11th. And I don't have anybody else in my life who's seen all of Breaking Bad and loves it as much as I do to go see it with me in theaters. So I'm going by myself. It's fine. But I love Breaking Bad. And it's a cool tattoo. I wish maybe I put it in a different location, but it's fine. It's cool, whatever. So the tattoo I got before this is my biggest tattoo. And I don't know why I didn't realize which order I got that one in. But I digress. So before the Breaking Bad one, I got my biggest tattoo, which takes up most of my forearm, and it is my Edward Scissorhands tattoo. So this was the first tattoo I made like in a real appointment for, other than like the Breaking Bad plate, which was like a next day appointment. This one I booked like 2 months in advance, and I knew this is a picture for reference. I was kind of like, this is really cute. When I was booking the appointment, he was like, hey, I like to do faces. And then when I actually got there for the tattoo day, he just like picked up some promo photos. I was like, you know what? Do what you think would look cool. You know what you're doing. I trusted him, and he knocked it out of the park. I will leave the post my tattoo artist did when this first looked fresh down below in the comment section. Go like it, go follow him. He did an amazing job on this tattoo. So like go like the post he posted of my tattoo. It looks so good fresh and like super black. It's amazing. But Clint from Wolfston in Elizabeth City, North Carolina did this piece on my arm. Let's try to show it to you. Okay, we'll zoom in on the face first. So this took all day, but it was so worth it. So we have Johnny Depp and Winona Ryder right here from Edward Scissorhands. I decided to get Edward Scissorhands because I freaking love the movie. I also love Tim Burton, and I figured because this was the first movie Johnny Depp and him worked on together, it'd be a great idea to put up here. There's just so many little lines in here. Like the highlights and the belt buckles and everything is just amazing to me. Like even the belt, like the buckles around his neck look amazing. The highlights and the outfit actually look like leather on my skin. Looks so good. Like the hands are like amazing. The outfit looks so good. Like, and I love the way it ends with like the blades and the shadows of the blades underneath my arm right here. It is definitely my favorite tattoo. I don't even want to imagine my arm without this piece here. It's my biggest one. It's my favorite one. And I was really, really nervous about getting something so big because I didn't even like, the stencil didn't really make sense to me when he was putting it on because like stencils are weird to read. So I just saw the reference photo. I was like, that's cute. Hopefully it turns out well. And yeah, it did turn out really well. This is my first like image tattoo, you know? Everything else is a lot of text. So yeah, this cost me, if he did about an hour like he was supposed to do, it would cost around $600. He charged me $450 and I tipped him another $50, so it came out to $500. I was kind of broke. I should have tipped him more because it's really good. But $500 for this big piece. The Breaking Bad was $100. And I think we talked about the rest of the ones so far. So paying for this one, lines, maybe a 4. It wasn't bad at all. It was fine. When it came to the shading, by the time the white highlights went in, like the very end, like I've been sitting there all day, my arm was swollen. It hurt so bad. Like 9. Even like the shading on the hair right here, especially close to my ditch, it was just so freaking bad. It was so bad. But like all the lines, all filling in the outfit, filling in the hands, everything, where it's just like light shading and lines, it's fine. It's just, when you're there all day, like I was in there for 9 hours, the tattoo like timer thing was on 6. It was like a lot, and I would not change it for anything. It's amazing and I love this tattoo very much. It's like my biggest one. It's the most, obviously it's the one I get talked about most because it's like the biggest thing on me. I love it. Okay, so we talked about my Breaking Bad plate. I think the next one, okay, this is the next one I got. So the next one I got is this one, which is a whole thing, and it's probably my worst done tattoo, and it's the one I wish was different maybe, but like it's already here, so it's fine. So this is my My Chemical Romance tattoo. It says asleep or dead is a little coffin shape with flowers. Obviously you can see like the lines in here, and like these flowers are not well done. This coffin doesn't even close. The lines of the text are pretty shaky, but it says asleep or dead. It's a cute coffin. And I was really, really, really depressed that day, and I was thinking terrible things you shouldn't think, like call somebody. But I was like, I'm really depressed, you know me, feel better, a tattoo. So I went to a tattoo shop closest to me. I'm not going to name the tattoo shop because it was not a good experience. And I asked, I guess I had this flash that I saw. I thought it was just someone's drawings, like someone just doodles of My Chemical Romance tattoos. And I took this and I was like, hey, like I like this idea. Can you just do something similar? Maybe put like a different kind of flower or something. Like make it just different. I don't want to like take the exact same thing. And he was like, oh yeah, sure. So I laid upside down so I couldn't see what was happening, and he did this, and it was the exact same thing that was on the flash, and it's not what I wanted. He even contacted by the original designer of the tattoo, and she was like, hey, where'd you find this idea from? I'm like, I'm really sorry, like my friend sent me this like sheet I thought was someone's doodles, and I asked the guy to change it, but he just put it on me like it is, and she was really sweet about it. I was like offering to, like, I could fill in the flowers and make it just a coffin if like that would make her feel better, because I didn't want to steal someone's design, but the guy just put it on me like this. She said it was fine, so I kept it the way it is, but it's, I mean, I love the tattoo. I think it's beautiful. I just wish the guy had changed it some, you know? Like, he just stuck it on me as is. I was kind of like, well, we can fill in the flowers or just something, like, he just stuck it exactly how it was. And it's pretty scarred. Like, it's got some scar. It's not pretty scarred. It's got some spots of scarring on it, and it kind of dug into me. It hurt more than, like, I thought it should. And he overcharged me because, like, this big thing with color was $100. My back was only $75, and this thing cost me $120. So, I mean, he was finally the one that got a semicolon to stick, but I feel like he overcharged me. He didn't change the design, and it's not my best done tattoo, but I still, like, I don't hate it. I still aesthetically think it's beautiful, and I'm glad to have a My Chemical Romance tattoo. I've loved them forever, so I love this tattoo. Just a really weird story that goes along with it. I still think it looks fantastic, though. The next tattoo that I got, oh, that was my first tattoo in Florida too, so really like crap experience, my first Florida tattoo. So the next one that I got was, oh, yeah, so the next one I got was my Bad Flower tattoo. So Bad Flower is an up and coming band. If you guys don't know, they have an album out. It's fantastic. It's called Okay I'm Sick, and I got the album cover for the Bad Flower first album on my arm, and I'm very excited about it. I'm gonna see them next month in Orlando, and I'm dying. I'm so dying. But this is my Bad Flower tattoo. It's really new. It still looks real nice. It healed perfectly. So this is just the album cover for it. It's called Okay I'm Sick. Josh Katz is the person on my arm here. He's blonde. The blonde hair looks fantastic. It healed beautifully, and then the blood drip is the only thing red in this picture, but I think it is beautiful, and the tattoo artist did a really good job of fitting it in between these existing tattoos that were here, because I wanted to fill in this really odd area, and I didn't even think, like, when I was getting it, I was thinking it would just be the head, but she put the border around it, and I think it looks really cool, like a photograph on my arm. So, yeah, that was the next one. I love this one. It looks so cool. Like, it healed so perfectly. I love the realism to it. Like, that's awesome. It looks so good. And I cannot wait for them to see it. Like, they saw it. Like, I posted on Instagram stories, and I tagged them, and they saw it and reacted to it and stuff. It was really cool. And on Twitter, because I was, like, excited as crap about having it. And then I'm going to show it to them when I go to the concert. And I'm very excited. So, yeah, that one's on my arm, and I love it very much, and hopefully they come out with more music soon. So the next one that I got was at a tattoo convention with my boyfriend. We picked each other's tattoos. So this is the one I picked for him. I really wanted another coffin. I thought this tattoo design was awesome, but like I already had a coffin on my arm, so I didn't want to put one again. So when we picked each other's tattoo ideas, I picked the one I thought was really cool. and then he picked one that he really liked for me, and we tend to like the ones we picked for each other more than our own. I don't know why that is. Like, I love his and he loves mine, but he picked this Gypsy girl for me. There's no cute way for me to show you this area of my arm, but this is the Gypsy girl. She's really nice. It's from Ink Monkey Tattoo, somewhere here in Florida. They're at the convention, and she was $150. We chose the same color scheme, so we did green and purple. And I love her. She's cute. Like, maybe it's not what I picked for myself, but like now that she's here, I'm like, hang out, girl. You're cool. But I think she's really cute, and I like the like kind of American traditional style of this. Yeah, she's cute. I'm happy she's there. And she filled in that really weird space in my arm between these tattoos. So I'm happy with it. $150 is a really good deal. It probably took around an hour, and the pain was probably like a 5. Tender area, but not too tender. The next tattoo that I got was my bat. This is just a new one. It's still like a little bit shiny, but I got for Friday the 13th, and yeah, finally found a tattoo shop that does like Friday the 13th appointments, so I didn't have to wait in like the 3-hour long line for Friday the 13th tattoos. Friday the 13th tattoos are never like the best tattoos, like, let's be honest, but for 25 bucks a tattoo, it's a really good like date day. So me and my man went and got Friday the 13th tattoos, and this is the one I got. It's really scarred because it is in the ditch of my arm. It peeled really fast, and it's been a really weird healing process because it's such a bendable area and it's such a tender area. This one hurt like pretty decently. It's gonna have to be touched up. It didn't like, you know, stick the best, but it's a little bat with a heart inside. No real meaning behind it. I like bats. I think they're cool animals, and they're really cute when they're like eating fruit and stuff. And I wanted like a Halloween-y kind of tattoo for Friday the 13th. This is the one I chose, and he chose a little guy with a hat in 13. So yeah, this is the one I got, and I filled in that little weird area again. Lately, I've just been filling weird areas in the bottom of my arm. I don't know. So next up, and my latest, newest tattoo, which is a day old, I got it yesterday, is my secret window tattoo. And it's very black, and I'm sure you guys have noticed already how black this tattoo is because it's new. But yesterday, I went and got this head with a hat and glasses, a bloody shovel, and a corn stalk. So this is from a promotional poster for Secret Window, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. I have 2 favorite movies, Casablanca and Secret Window. So I have a vintage favorite movie and a modern favorite movie. I love Johnny Depp, I love Stephen King, so I decided to commemorate both of them with one of my favorite movies and fill in this really weird triangle I had on my arm. So this is Johnny Depp's head with the blonde hair from the movie. It'll lighten up when it's healed. We have a bloody shovel, which is a big part of the storyline, and a corn stalk, which is not going to spoil the ending for you, but I love the way this fits in this spot that I have right here. Like, this really weird triangle bothered me since I got this one back in December. So I'm glad we filled this in. She put it in. So the same girl that did the Okay I'm Sick did the secret window tattoo yesterday. I will leave her post of my bad flower tattoo down below. So both of these tattoos will be linked down below. Please go like them and show them some love on these tattoos. They did an amazing job. And I'm very happy with it. I want her to do my top of my arm as well because this just looks so good. This is like sticker level of clean. Like, that is so clean looking and crisp. I love the bloody shovel. She did 2 blood drips on me, and I love the corn stalk too because it's just an important part of the storyline. So the bad flower tattoo cost $180 with the deposit and $120 for the secret window with the deposit. So overall, I'm gonna count the backs as separate because I got them done separately. So altogether, I have 16 tattoos. It doesn't seem like that many because a lot of them are in one congested, you know, kind of area like my arm, but I don't have anything on this entire side of my body. I didn't originally plan it like that, but it just seemed to happen like that, and I'm okay with it. I am left-handed, so usually when I reach for something, it's with this hand, but I absolutely love the fact that this arm is covered in tattoos now. I need to hit my elbow because that's just really blank, but overall, I am very happy with my tattoos. The ribcage, I love. The back, I don't really care about. The arm, I love my arm. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Please let me know what you think. What's your favorite tattoo of mine in the comment section down below? Mine is my Edward Scissorhands. And I'll see you guys later.